Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Who am I? My name is Maria Torres. I was born originally in Mexico. I grew up in the States and I've lived in Spain, France, and now I live in the Netherlands. 14 years ago, I woke up one morning and I could not move my arms. I was completely paralyzed. What had ended up was that I had a burnout, and that burnout manifested in my arms. It was that day that my life changed drastically. I had to learn really again to walk in a way. I had to learn how to deal with the pain, because even though I went to many doctors and even therapists, psychologists, they didn't seem to come down to the root cause of my burnout. And I had to learn how to get my mind-body connection again. Before I learned the tools that I now teach my clients, I lived in chronic pain for 10 years. And it was really bad, like I was somebody that I had my life planned out. I had gone to many universities. I lived already in 5 countries. But what I did not know was how to manage my stress. I did not know how to deal with my emotions. I didn't know how to deal with unexpected situations that arose just from life, because life is beautiful, of course, yet it has also its downsides, and we know it where we are right now in this pandemic. I didn't know how to deal with all traumas, for example, having alcoholism in my family, even domestic abuse. So I learned all these tools in the sense that were not really good for me. I'm not gonna call them tools. I will call them, I learned behaviors that get passed down from generation to generation that really did not empower me. Quite the contrary. I was following certain things that were also not allowing me to be the best version of myself. And this whole YouTube channel, I'm going to talk about the realization that we all have a choice. Many of us go through life like this. We live in anxiety, sadness, guilt, fear, and it's like a roundabout that we go about, and our thoughts are just full of these negative emotions. It wasn't until I realized that we do have a choice and that I started to discover the tools that I teach my clients and applying those tools. I am a certified coach, trainer, and public speaker, and I have a lot of other different qualifications that I'm going to be sharing with you in this journey. So do not forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, always send a message. Also, if you have a topic of interest that we want to discuss, send it also in a message. I am so happy and grateful to be here. We're going to be discussing a lot of different topics that I never got to discuss growing up. Even though I went to many universities and academically I was quite prepared, to put it that way, yet the emotional intelligence, I never got that from any university or school. So this is what we're going to do in this journey. It's going to be amazing. It's about learning to know yourself, learning to love yourself, learning to figuring out what are the triggers that cause you stress and anxiety, and really recognizing the signs before you get that far. Because trust me, you do not want to get a burnout. You do not want to get the disease. You do not want to get into the toxic relationship or get fired from your job. And that's exactly what most of us are doing. We wait until the extreme to take action. I did that. I waited until I woke up one morning and I could not move my arms. Luckily, now I can, because of the tools that I teach my clients are fast, quick, and efficient. So we'll be talking about this and also topics, for example, that come across, like what is it, how is it to live in other countries, these things that just arise just by being in that experience. So I'm happy that you're here. We're going to have an amazing journey together. This is about self-development. It's about learning to know who you are, because that is precious. It's also about self-love, empowerment, inner peace. I will talk a lot about calming the chit-chat, really living in a state of peace even when things are hectic on the world. or outside of you. So with breakthroughs, we're gonna discover so much about yourself. It's gonna be amazing, and I cannot wait to see you. And remember, love yourself. I send you much love, and see you next time. Much love. Bye bye. Ciao.